I'm excited about the new day. What do we have today? We have Dos Santos throwing a bullpen today. What else are we doing today? Paredes playing second base. Thank you, sir, for that. Looking forward to seeing how that goes. 12:05 game. So for all the University of Houston fans,
All one of us?
I'm a fan too.
Oh,
I'm a big fan. Probably as big as fans you are.
no, it's not. Don't go there.
Sure, that's it.
If I want to ask you about Josh, I spoke to
Yeah.
him earlier. I asked him what it was like when it's one thing to get the one inning save, but then he kind of gets energized at times when he gets a multiple inning saves. What are your thoughts about using him in both ways?
Oh man, I wish I didn't have to use them for more than 3 outs. And I've been open about staying away from that early in the season. But there'll be moments where that's needed, and him, and then same thing with Brian Abreu. They've been open about doing that. Usually it just takes a toll on guys who go there and have to do that often. So, but he's always been open to doing it, and he's been very successful in that role.
And I was also mentioning to him, and we were joking around about it too, Skip, is that he could play in any era, because when I was growing up, as you can tell me right here, back in the 70s and 80s, this was routine for these guys.
Yeah. Well. Okay.
No, I'm just saying, but you see you're trying to avoid him.
Yes, yeah, just because it's a long season, and I think one thing that we did very well in this offseason was adding depth and adding some arms that can come in those high leverage moments in the 7th or 8th inning and can get big outs for us. So I feel really good about that, and just having Hader just get those 3 outs in the 9th and not having to ask much of him will be great. If we could avoid that, I will do my best. Yeah, so Christian obviously just adding depth to our organization on the catching aspect. Christian is someone who knows his staff very well. He's caught a no-hitter in the World Series. Ton of experience. So we thought that it was valuable to bring him in here and continue to help our catching depth and our pitching staff also. We have a ton of young arms, and having someone who's been around, being in the postseason, adding him to Major League camp will be beneficial for all of us.
Do you guys still look at that as are you looking at that as a competition? I guess still for the backup spot.
Yeah, I think we all look at it as competition in general. It's all, that's what we're doing here. We're competing. I don't think there's no guarantees for only a few guys in our team that know they're who's starting on that opening day and opening they know who's in the opening day roster. But just adding depth is important, and you could never have enough good players with a lot of experience like Christian around.
Got Javier quite a bit, if I remember right. Was he sort of slid into this Javier personal catcher?
He did.
What about the addition of Stephen Okert? How much do you expect out of him this year?
Okert last year was one of my big to-go guys. Can give you multiple innings. It was effective against both righties and lefties, and I envision him to have the same role this year. Also, he opened some games for us, so he is super valuable of what he brings to the table.
Taylor Trammell played a lot last year. What did you see from him this spring?
Swinging the bat really well, professional at bats, can play anywhere in the outfield. I think last year he showed that he can put a really good at bat in some big moments off the bench, starting a game against tough righties, and he's having a really good camp. Oh yes, he is.
How's Correa's neck today?
He's better. I'm going to give him today and tomorrow, and he's going to be playing shortstop on Monday.
What are you going to take away from last year at the very end, where it just fell short of pitch could apply into 2023?
you know what, be more, just be more smart about giving some of our players some time during the season, trying to keep these guys in the lineup, keeping them healthy. And if we stay healthy, I see us being the best team in the West.
It's like Pearson's on this first side.
Yeah, he is going to throw a little bit up the mount, so hopefully we can get him there, just throw some pitches. But he's progressing well.
Who was that?
Mr. Pearson.
So, what's your impressions of the Eagles since the game's gone?
Big stuff. We're trying to get him comfortable throwing his split finger. He loves his sinker. He loves his power fastball. But we're trying to use more of these off-speed pitches, so he can increase his uses of fastball in certain counts. But we really like the arm, and he's another guy that can give you multiple innings. He stood out to me also. He's having a really good camp. We liked him when he was in Colorado. We were excited when we signed him. There's a lot of upside to his stuff. I think playing away from Colorado can help him use his pitches better and the shape of his pitches. Could be a starter, could be can come out of the pen. His stuff can play much higher out of the pen, and he's definitely someone who has caught our attention. Yes. Dusty made it interesting for the DR there for a little bit, and then it's not enough pitching. But it was fun watching it. It was fun watching it.
Same with Brazil. Game got deeper and pitching
Yeah.
got worse and worse. Their USA's don't face a killer.
Yeah. Well, same thing. Mexico. They're up big, and Munoz coming in.
Yeah, but
Yeah. It's fun. It was fun.
What's Vasquez doing? Is he just like is he back with it?
I think him and Maldonado are both sharing the catch with this. Who's that? Yes, they do. Yeah, teams. Yes. So that's why, and that's a good point, Mike. That's why you're trying to keep teams from scoring. And two, once these guys are scheduled for it, they have to pitch because they're getting ready for a season. But the runs total matters.
Never leave or you no pitcher.
It's always good.
Question that just came to mind. You ever talk to Dusty Baker every now and then and pick his brains on some
Always, yeah. Every
Yeah.
time I get an opportunity. Yeah.
Absolutely. Because this guy obviously brings enough knowledge what he does.
And more on in life itself. He's, you can talk baseball, but you can talk about like life in general. And he's been through a lot, and he's always open to help others, which I appreciated that very much. Are you guys good? You good?
And by the way, it's nice to meet you.
Yes, sir. Nice to meet you.
I appreciate you very
Motor
much.
City Map Mouth.
Yeah,
Is that your
That's my show.
your show?
And Motor City Handmouth. These guys have already figured out that I wear out my voice already doing what I do.
Yeah. But why Map Mouth? Is that are you always mad?
Well, you know what? You really want to know the story?
No.
Well, my ex-wife gave it to me.
Oh no.
Because
Throw the bus.
what happened was she saw me on the air one time. She says, "You're so loud and obnoxious," and my hands were all over the place. She went out there and gave me the name, and then I got divorced and I took the name with it. But that's how I got it, and I figure I got to own up to it. Does that make any sense? Now you guys see it when you see the cat, right?
There you go.
Thanks for asking.
Yeah.
though. I appreciate it. Yeah.